So we are now on our way to the vet. Right, mamas? Let's go. So we are now at the vet. And this is... You being a good boy, Kane? You being a good boy, Kane? You always a good boy, right? You being a good boy.
So your main concern would be the hair issue?
The hair.
Okay. Her diet, what is she eating?
Trying to figure out is what is this over here. I've been putting vinegar on it, organic vinegar, and also olive oil. She's a sweetheart. And I see an improvement in the skin. However, the hair loss is still, I don't know if it's going to grow back or what, so I'm trying to...
How long have you had her for?
I've had her for a week. This is the second time that I've had her. So the first time that she was with me was when she developed this.
Okay. Is she itching it?
A little bit. Yes, a little bit.
She was also looking at her paw a bit, she said.
Oh, and and her paw. Yeah. Let me put her up here.
Oh, hello.
She's strong.
Oh, good girl. Oh,
You got her?
yes, of course you've got her.
Okay.
Of course you've got her. Good girl. Okay, let's have a little look at everything. Okay. And does the owner's obviously giving you permission to bring to the vet?
Yes, yeah. Kane. Sit.
So the ears are quite inflamed. They're not that dirty, okay, but they're very inflamed deep down. Okay.
And what does that do?
Most likely to an allergy. So there's two types of allergies. There's a food allergy, and there's something like called an atopic dermatitis, which is an allergy to the environment. Okay.
Right.
The only way to diagnose a food allergy is to put on a food trial for 8 weeks. And it's a special prescription diet called a hypoallergenic diet. Okay. The problem with the food trial is owner compliance, because the only thing that passes through this dog's mouth for 8 weeks will have to be that diet and absolutely nothing else. Okay. If they're not itching at the end of it, then we can come to the conclusion that she's got a food trial, and she's got a food allergy. If she's still itching at the end of it, then she's got atopic dermatitis, allergy to the environment. Still itching at the end of the food trial, it has to be only one other thing, and that's an allergy to the environment.
Okay.
Now, if it's an allergy to the environment, unfortunately, we have to usually medicate these dogs. Okay, these medications, things like steroids, but steroids we don't like to use long term because they have negative side effects. But we've got a lot of other great medications that we can use which are safer. We can also take allergen testing where we take blood and it figures out what they're allergic to, and they make little vaccines, and then they're very safe, and you can give them several ways, but you kind of sensitize the immune system to the allergens that they're allergic to. So it comes as a big booklet of all the different things it's allergic to and assigns a value. The higher the value, the more allergic they are to it. Okay.
Right.
But also start on skin supplements. Now this, first and foremost, before I do anything, I just want to take a skin scrape and make sure there's no mites here. Because if there's mites here, then we treat it totally different. We want to just rule that out quickly. Okay. And then if there's no mites, then I'm going to tell you the next steps. Did you hear me? Mwah. Good. Right, let's take it down. Let's do a skin scrape. Yeah? And she's only 2 years old now, is that correct?
Yeah, she's 2. I'm sorry.
I can also write it down for you so you can take it home. So, if it does turn out to be allergies, like you said, it could be either a food allergy or an environmental allergy. To rule out food allergy, you do a food trial for 2 months. So she eats only one type of food, either like royal canin, hydrolyzed protein, or the Purina HA diet. If she only eats that and she stops having reactions, then you can say, okay, it was the food that was causing her allergies. As long as we keep her off that food and keep her on that, then she doesn't need to come back for allergy issues. If you do the food trial and she's still itching, then we know, okay, it's not just food, it's environmental as well. If it's an environmental, you can either treat her with like cytopoint injections where she comes in about like every 2 months to get shots that decrease the itchiness, or you can try doing the immunotherapy, which is desensitizing her to what's causing the allergy.
Right, like the okay.
Yeah,
So,
like the little shots that you give her to decrease her reaction.
Mm-hmm. I had a question. Do these dogs usually have skin conditions?
Pit bulls or
The
like
bullies?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's what I figured because they're in the pit bull family, and the pit bull family have a lot of skin issues,
especially
skin
bullies
conditions.
because, well, like depending on what their line had, but this is like it's very genetic. So we usually see a lot of either their mom had it or their dad had it, and it just keeps getting passed down.
Okay.
As if it is an allergy. It's why we recommend not breeding pets who have like really severe skin allergies, because more than likely their babies are gonna have it too.
Okay.
But yeah, it is something that's pretty common in like pit bulls, bully mixes, bulldogs as well. They always have a lot of skin issues.
If it's an environmental thing, it's okay to breed her?
Well, it depends on how severe it is, right? It wouldn't change if it's food or environmental. It depends on how bad her allergic reaction to each thing is. If it's something like a really severe reaction, then we wouldn't really recommend breeding her. If it's like a mild thing, then kind of up to you, but we really don't recommend breeding pets that have any sort of allergies, because you're just making sure that allergies keep getting passed on to the next line. Also, like 2 years old is kind of around the age where these things start manifesting. So usually when they're younger, they don't really start showing signs of allergies at all until they hit about like 2 years old. That's when it kind of just comes out.
Okay.
I'll just write it down. So yeah, the other possibilities you can try cytopoint injections or Apoquel, which are tablets, but those are meant for allergy as well. Allergy testing, which is rather expensive, but that's the one thing that tells you like exactly what she's allergic to.
How much is the allergy testing?
It is $5.49. So it's pricey, yeah.
And that's so that he can know exactly what she's allergic to?
Environmental and food allergies. It checks both of them.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, like I said, we just want to make sure it's not skin mite before we move down with the allergy diagnosis. So I'll take her to the back right now. We'll do the skin scrape.
So right now, Lulu is inside getting tested. So they're doing a scraping to figure out whether it's mites or not. If it's not mites, then is allergies to food or environmental allergies. So these dogs that are pit bull family, they do have a tendency to have allergies and a lot of skin conditions and stuff like that. So so she's already in the back getting her little skin scrape, and it'll take about 10 to 15 minutes. So I'll let you guys know.